Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of My 1000 Miles TV. And here I am at the Victoria Falls in Zambia, and this is one of the three greatest waterfalls in the world. The others being Niagara Falls and the Iguazú Falls. This waterfall, the Victoria Falls, was discovered by the Scottish missionary David Livingstone in the year 1855. And he was the first European guy to see this waterfall. The Victoria Falls is shared between two countries, Zambia and Zimbabwe. And in this trip I will start my Victoria Falls tour in Zambia. And here is the view from the Zambian side. So later in the video I will also go and check it out from the Zimbabwean side. But first let's start to check out the falls from the Zambian side. I am visiting the Victoria Falls in the middle of the dry season. So it is July. And this is what it looks like in the dry season. As you can see, the water volume is lower. There's not so much of a water spray, so you can visit the falls here without getting wet, without having to wear a raincoat. But on the other side, the weather is pleasant, 25 degrees and always sunny. One good thing about coming to see the falls during the dry season is that you have a clearer view of the falls. Because during the rainy season, all the place here will be water spray all over. And it will be much harder to see the fall itself during the rainy season because of all the water spray. So this is the end of the viewpoint here in Zambia, and over there we see the Zimbabwean side. And right there we have the Victoria Falls Bridge. It is a bridge between Zimbabwe and Zambia. And just the other day I walked across that bridge from Zimbabwe to Zambia because I landed in Zimbabwe. So I spent my first night in Zimbabwe, and then I went to Zambia to start my exploration of the falls here on the Zambian side. And the entrance fee for the Zambian side is $20. So I see the Zimbabwean side there, and I think it's going to be time to go to Zimbabwe and see the falls from there. And finally, here I am, the Victoria Falls on the Zimbabwean side. Let's go in and check it out to see which side is better, the Zambian side or the Zimbabwean side. So this is the first viewpoint we come across here on the Zimbabwean side, and it is the Devil's Cataract over here. So let me tell you more about the Victoria Falls. It is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world. it plays in the same league as the Grand Canyon and Mount Everest and the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. It is the waterfall with the biggest sheet of falling water in the world. The height is 108 meters and the width, the whole width here is 1.7 kilometers. The Victoria Falls is called Mosi Oatunya in the local language, which means smoke that thunders. And you can understand that if you see this and hear that. This is the point from the Zimbabwean side where you can see the famous Devil's Pool of the Victoria Falls. This is the ultimate infinity pool, and it is right over there. There are few people now in that Devil's Pool taking a bath, a deadly bath. One mistake and they are falling down into the waterfall. Bye. Over on the other side there, it is the Livingstone Island, and it was here that Dr. David Livingstone came to when he first discovered the Victoria Falls. And it also here on the Livingstone Island that the daredevils, the tourists that dares to go and swim in the Devil's Pool, begin their journey. So they are on the Livingstone Island and they are swimming or wading across the small portion of the fall here into the Livingstone, the Devil's Pool over there. There are a couple of warthogs here, or not just a couple, I see 5, 6 of them here on the Zimbabwean side of the falls. Hello, enjoying the view? Well, we are in a national park and there are wild animals around here, and these are the warthogs. Also enjoying the view of the Victoria Falls. Okay, so now I am at the end of the trail here in the Zimbabwean side of the Victoria Falls, and now that I have seen the falls from the Zambian side and the Zimbabwean side, the big question is from which side it is better. And a short answer for that is Zimbabwe for me, because it's more photogenic. It makes a nicer picture because you have a lot more water, a lot more of the waterfall. 2/3 of the Victoria Falls is in the Zimbabwean side. So if you are a photographer, I would suggest you come to the Zimbabwean side. But on the other hand, if you are an adrenaline junkie, you will be better off on the Zambian side because they have more activities to do there. For example, you can do the Devil's Pool from the Zambian side and you can do the microlight flight. But either way, you cannot go wrong with either side because you are, after all, in the Victoria Falls, and it is perhaps the most visited tourist attraction here in Africa. So come here to Victoria Falls. It's very nice. Bye for now.